beautiful September so far. Today we are transforming our home and adding all of the pumpkins and all of the fall flair, and I'm so excited. This is always one of my favorite days of the year because I love transforming our space for the season and adding cozy components to really make it a place where we can celebrate fall for the next few months. So really looking forward to transforming it alongside you. And we have a bit of a tradition here. Every September when we decorate, I love to read one of my favorite poems, and this is by Morgan Harper Nichols, and she is so incredibly talented. She is an artist and a poet, and this is some of her musings for September. Let this be the September you always remember, the September you choose to accept. The best thing you could do was to let August fall behind you and with an open heart, embrace this new day that lies before you. This month, remember that joy is more than just staying positive. Joy is a way of living, a way of looking for light in the midst of it all. Joy is transformational and contagious. Joy can be shared through action. I love those words and sentiments, and that's precisely what we are going to do today and hope to carry through the whole season. I just feel like that's such a beautiful poem to sort of ground us for this season. But let's get to it. Let's start decorating. I'd love to just start out with any super obvious pieces. So last year was our first year decorating our home for autumn for the first time. So it was a lot more trial and error, figuring out what we liked, and we have some new components this year and some DIYs that I'm hoping to try today. But let's start out with one of the focal points of the home for autumn, and that is this big wreath we have. We tried this out last year and I loved the way it turned out. So we hang this wreath on the vent hood over our stovetop. So I'm gonna go ahead and start with that and hang up the command hook. I hang it with the command hook, so we'll get this in place and leave it for a bit so it can get nice and secure, and then we'll hang this beauty. And I also just want to start with any other obvious pieces like our pillows in the living room, and we'll probably end up doing the kitchen and living room first, and then we'll trickle over to other parts of the home. But really looking forward to spending time with you all and decorating. It's time to cue Gilmore Girls. I always love to start from the very beginning this time of year. Homer's got his autumn bandana on and he's ready to help decorate. Always doing some counter climbing to get these wreaths up. Dust Bunny City up here. Yikes. I'm gonna hold it up to see where I should place the command hook. Give me a bit of a visual. I think I like it up here. That's about where I put it last year. Beautiful. Okay, we'll let that sit for an hour, and in the meantime, let's put together our autumn coffee bar station. I brought some bits and bobs over that I think would work nicely in the coffee station area, and I'm thinking since we have a few different pumpkin inspired mugs, we could potentially switch out the mugs I have hanging here with some pumpkin ones. That could look quite darling. And then I also have these spoons, which are from Hobby Lobby last year. I love to put them in this little pumpkin and then have them on this trivet, which these bitter bottles, they have coffee syrup in them. So we have a caramel, vanilla, coconut, and the bottles are from Amazon. And I love the way they look. They add a nice delicate touch to the space. And if we get to it today, I would love to make some homemade pumpkin spice syrup so we can make pumpkin spice coffees and lattes, and we can add it to this cute jar, and I feel like that would be a nice touch, and maybe we could make a little tag. So hopefully we'll get time for that later, but let's play around and make some kind of configuration with these pumpkin pieces. Finished coffee bar station. I think it looks rather precious. I am still getting used to the mugs up here. I like it, but I am used to the symmetry of the 4 mugs I had before because they're all made by the same ceramic artist. So even though they're different, they sort of worked really nicely and complemented each other. So yeah, again, I'm still getting used to the spacing because of course they're a little different, but that's almost a charming aspect of it, is that they sort of are a little quirkier. So I love it, and I will hopefully make the pumpkin spice syrup later today and we can add that, but I think it turned out quite sweet. Dish towels are up, ready for action. I will say the two on the ends are the ones that are absorbent and they're for more practical reasons. And then this one is purely a decor piece. It is not so absorbent, but it is absolutely adorable. So we love that. And then I have a great swap over here. I typically have ginger in here. I just finished it up this morning. Oops, as you can see, it's kind of messy. I need to clean it out. But I'm going to swap this, which is very spring florally, with this pumpkin, and I can keep our ginger in there. So that's a great seamless swap. Ta-da! What a beauty. How does it look? Is it cute? Do we still like it? Oh, it's a little too high. Oh no. It actually looks better on camera, but I put the command hook a little bit too high. I would like the wreath to be a tad bit lower. So hopefully I'll be able to adjust it and just hang it on a lower part of the wreath. And then it would cover the command hook a bit more. So let's play around with it. Take two. Oof. I really should just get a step stool. Okay. See if we can nuzzle it on something. Hopefully. Okay, I think that's better. It just doesn't feel as secure, but I do like how it covers up the command hook a bit more as well. Coming together, very exciting. I have a funny story. So this dish we thrifted and I think it is really cute. And when I posted my shop with me video, a friend on here commented, I'm pretty sure that's a garlic container and those aren't pumpkins, but they're garlic. And you're totally right. These are not pumpkins. I mean, they still have me fooled a little bit, especially the little one on the top. I just keep seeing pumpkins, especially since the dish is an orange pumpkin-y color. So I totally got bamboozled. Well, that was all on me. I just thought they were pumpkins and it would go so well. I still think it's adorable and a really cute, potentially a cute serving dish, but they're totally garlics. Do you see it? Is it so obvious that they're garlics now, or do you also think they look like pumpkins? I have a couple spots where I potentially would want to put this sweet artwork, and one of my proposed ideas is in the kitchen. I love when people have a cute photograph or piece of art and they hang it directly on their tiles. However, I am not sure about it. I'm a bit hesitant. I feel as though under the hood would be a bit overkill, would be a bit too much because we already have a lot going on. What do you think? We also could put it in this corner somewhere. Here, let's try it by the coffee bar. Maybe nestled back here. Oh, so sorry. That was an awful noise. Squeaky, squeaky. Is that too much going on? Or is that cute? Oh my goodness. Oh, I don't know. I kind of like it. It definitely is, you know, a lot of components all together, but if we hung it with a little command hook, huh. Let's play around with this a little more. Okay, I'm kind of into it. You can be honest, tell me your thoughts. It won't hurt my feelings. And it's funny because sometimes it just helps to step away for a bit and kind of give it space and then come back and see if you still like it. So that might be what the situation is, but I think I kind of want to hang it like that in the center of the mugs, but hang it on a small command hook. And then we can put our trivet and everything to the side of it. But I think I like the dimension it adds. Another option is putting it over here by the toaster. We could either layer it with this cutting board we have, or just put it sort of layered by the toaster like this. Oh, it's a toss-up. I think I'm gonna go with the coffee bar though, just for now, and again, we might need to step away for a bit, see if we still like it, but I think it adds really charming dimension. I had to adjust the command hook and bring it up a bit higher, but here we go. Oh, that's cute. Oh, I really like that. Okay, let's see it layered with everything else. Okay, what if we put that right there? Oh, that looks super sweet in my opinion. Okay, we'll switch it over and then we'll put our pumpkin spice over here. Oh, I really, really like it. Oh wait, no, I don't like the pumpkin spice right there. We'll put that there. I mean, we even could kind of spread things out a bit more too, to kind of balance it all, but I'm thinking this was the move. Again, we will sit on it and see how we feel later, but so far I'm liking this look. This space will probably keep evolving throughout the day, but I like how the art print sort of anchors the coffee station even more. We sprinkled dried floral all throughout our home last year, and I have every intention to do that again, and I even expanded the dried floral collection. I picked up some more from World Market last night because I would love to try to make a DIY banner for our banister along the stairway. So I feel like that would be potentially lovely if we're able to make the vision come into fruition. But I gathered some of the vases that I used, and I'm going to make little bouquets so we can put one on the kitchen island, one on the living room coffee table, and one in the entryway. Another great aspect about using dried floral when decorating is you can use them time and time again. Here is our finished product. I am quite fond of them. I absolutely love the color story and how organic they look. And we have a lot left over for our DIY banner that we're gonna attempt later. So that'll be an adventure. And we do have some fresh flowers currently that I'm gonna swap out with our new bouquets, but I'm gonna put these upstairs so we can enjoy them in our bedroom until they are no longer thriving. But I think some of these will be absolutely gorgeous dried out. So I'm gonna keep a tab on them and make sure I don't miss it, because I think I could either press them or just maybe hang them upside down to dry out, and we could enjoy their beauty even after they're dried out. we've got a good thing going. It's already feeling so much more warm and cozy and inviting here. This is what we have left to work with. So we still have quite a bit. I am thinking I'm gonna return that throw over there though, because I feel like I like more of an orange palette when it comes to autumn decor, but I don't know, we'll still sit on it for a bit. So the next plan of action, I'm going to decorate the entryway, which is one of my favorite spots to put together. Here's our pumpkin print from last year. We're switching it up. Oh, that is beautiful. I love how it complements the wood frame. What do we think? I went back and forth a bit, but here's our final configuration for the entryway. We have our pretty pumpkin at the bottom. I love that placement. Then we have these cute pine cone candles, our taper candles, our dried floral, and our art print, which is very reflective. Hello there. Next up are the floating shelves in the kitchen, which we already started this a bit when we cleared out the springtime decorations. So I definitely want to display these cute soup crocks and then also these beautiful glasses I thrifted last year. And then what else do we want to add in? This I think I'm going to add in the centerpiece of the table. And this I want to put in my office. So we can add in these bowls potentially. Maybe that tray also. I'm thinking the marble tray will go in my office as well. And then let's see, oh, probably this bowl over here. Maybe some of these cute fillers as well. And oh, we already have a bowl up there, so I don't know, we'll see. Oh, and I also ordered a soup cookbook. So I'll probably layer that with this pasta cookbook once it arrives. And I have been trying to cook soup once a week now that the weather has not been cooling down in Florida yet, but we're getting in the mood. So soup is going to be a weekly occurrence around here, and hopefully our new cookbook will give us some inspiration. Tablescape we pieced together. I added this corn husk pumpkin, such a beautiful statement, and it's layered on top of this leaf placemat from Crate and Barrel. I love how that looks. And then we added these vase fillers from Target, and I just sprinkled them over our table runner. And then these leaves are actually dried out leaves that fell from our birch tree. So I just got them from the backyard and scattered them about, but I love how that looks, and I think it'll look quite romantic with the taper candles lit at night. So I love that. And then look what came in as I was talking about it, the soup book cookbook. I can't wait to browse through that, but I think that complements the space quite nicely. And I love how this, I think this might be a tomato soup. I love how that orangish reddish color ties in the pumpkin, the bowl, and the tea kettle. Okay, we are about to attempt our DIY floral banister. I don't even know exactly where to start. We, of course, have our great collection of dried florals, and I'm thinking I will put twine. I will hang some twine as support, and then I'll just start wrapping the florals around the twine and hope for the best. I used some floral wire to secure the different branches and floral pieces, and that worked really nicely. And so far, the twine has been holding up just fine and everything has been staying in place. Here's the finished product. I am so pleased with how it came out. I think it is really, really beautiful, and again, very organic and natural looking, and it ties in with our other bouquets of the dried floral. Also, I'm so glad I had an extra pair of fairy lights because I feel like that will add such a nice glow, especially at night. I am running out of steam. We have just been running around. I am so grateful for our home though, and that I get to do this. I truly enjoy it immensely. So it's been a sweet day, but I'm looking forward to our afternoon coffee. There's only one more section of our home that I hope to decorate, and that is my office. So I gathered the rest of our decor and it's in there, and we'll play around with the shelves and add some finishing touches. And then we will make our pumpkin spice latte syrup and then enjoy that, which perfect timing because it actually looks like it's about to rain. It's quite blustery out there, so hopefully we'll get a nice cozy rain shower and we can enjoy our cup of coffee as we bask in our decor. And I will give you a full tour of everything in a bit, but first let's make ourselves a coffee. We'll make our syrup first, and then I'm thinking we'll do a latte and cozy up, and hopefully the rain will join us soon.
Middle of the road, just a feeling of a distant melody unknown. I was doing fine, I minded my own business till the day you took me home. You came into my life like a sweet embrace, swept me off my feet and made me whole again. You came in my life, I wanna see your face. Never will I be the same again. Well, I thought I knew what life was all about. That song had already been sung. I was going on, still minding my own business. Never knew the life had just begun. You came into my life like a sweet embrace, swept me off my feet and made me whole again. You came in my life, I wanna see your face again. Oh, let me see your face again.
Cheers. It is delightfully sweet. Hopefully you will enjoy it as well. I appreciate that it's not overly sweet. It's just the perfect amount of a little pumpkin flavor and added sweetness. So that is lovely. And now I want to give you a full tour of everything we did today. Palmer wants to give you the tour. When you walk in, you have my office. We have our candy, or not candy cane, what is that? Candy corn banner, which I always have a difficult time hanging on the fireplace, but that'll do for now. And then we have a cute pumpkin pillow and this blanket, which I put both of these on the front porch later in the season, but we're gonna wait a couple more weeks until the weather cools down. So this is their home for now. And then we have a pumpkin candle, our fairy lights, another pumpkin up there. Super cute, subtle. Oh, and then we have our entryway, of course. I do love the art print. It almost reminds me of Hogwarts. When you first glance at it, it almost looks like the shape of the Hogwarts castle. So that's another reason I love it. So there we have that, and then our dried floral. And then moving on to our living space, we have our DIY dried floral banner. I'm so thankful this turned out okay. And the vision came to life, and I especially love the addition of the fairy lights because just any little extra glow and light source really warms up a space. So happy about that. And then we have another cute bouquet here. Some subtle pumpkins over here, another pumpkin right there. Our pumpkin pillows we made last year from Christine from For the Homes DIY. Love it, love it. Some more pillows, pillows galore. And then the kitchen. This is probably my favorite space and how it comes together, and I'm really looking forward to making all the autumnal recipes this season. And then over to our coffee bar station. This is another favorite. We have our art print, the mugs, the syrup, love it all. And then our stovetop, the wreath, the focal point, the true star of the show. More pumpkins, dish towels, and our tablescape. Oh, and can't forget the floating shelves. That's a wrap. Thank you so much for spending the day with me decorating. Again, I'm so beyond grateful for this space and for you all, and really looking forward to continuing to celebrate this season together. But I hope you have a beautiful rest of your day, your week, and I cannot wait to see you next. Bye!